So, I'm playing low tier Russia. Obviously, low tier Russia. And this is a battleship. Oh, tiny one. Near the size of my main turret. And, yeah, you probably already noticed a bunch of turrets. This thing has a 76 mil, as well as two 45s. Basically, it has the main gun of the T-28, which is actually exactly what this is, as well as two BT-7s strapped onto the sides, along with additional machine gun turrets. What just happened? Looks like they also experienced the same thing. Invisible train car, maybe? I honestly have no idea. So yeah, as you may have gathered, the gun sight camera follows the main turret on top. Although, this gun is pretty terrible compared to the little turrets, which are significantly better. I will say, I have already had one round with this. Not like one round that I played, but I already had one round where having the other turrets became extremely useful. The main drawback to this is that if you look in here, all the ammo's in the middle for all the guns, and there's no space in between the crew compartments. So one well-placed high explosive round is enough to completely take out the entire thing. Not what you call idyllic. There is also another problem, a major problem. It's paper thick. 20 millimeters is the average armor across this entire thing. Which, it does mean that something with a 50 cal can easily kill me. With that said, having two supplementary turrets with good pen can kind of make up the difference. But only just. Oh. This is bad. Okay, so my main turret has been locked in place, which is really not ideal. Come on, turn. That's another problem I want to address with this. There's no engine power. The same thing that powers this is the same thing that powers the little BT-5. So, in essence, this thing runs on nothing. I did not mean to shut the engine off. Hold on. Turn that back on. We did lose 2 crew in that, which isn't great. But they were the non-essential ones for the tiny little machine gun turrets. Okay. So I don't know the exact dates, so don't credit me as a historian on it. Oh, that shot came from the right. No, okay, that one came from the right. Oh, that one came from behind, actually. No. God damn it. Okay, get the main gun. Okay. Nope, I'm dead. Damn it. Okay, so obviously, yeah, it has its problems. So the T-35 was mainly used as a showpiece for early Russia, and for obvious reasons. The same engine, this tiny little segment here in the back. Yeah, they basically just made the transmission a little wider, so that way it fit the frame. But that's, yeah, that's what was powering that whole landship. Not really great, as you can imagine. It had numerous, and I do mean numerous, engine malfunctions and transmission issues. It just one of the biggest problems it had was actually its weight. It was so heavy that it had a very hard time traversing ground because it couldn't. It weighed so much that it basically sank in absolutely everywhere. Like, oh, that was bad. Oh, I'm alive. Okay, anyway, so yeah, it basically became just this big piece of like a show of force. But it wasn't ever really used for combat because it wasn't able to do combat. Okay. You cannot. If I cannot be interrupted here, that'd be great. There was a point in time during, I believe it was World War II, where it was actually forced into being used for combat procedures, but only because it was the only thing left. Needless to say, it didn't go well. Now, an interesting side note is this chassis, it was actually reused. They scrapped the turrets and this whole like observation part here, and they used the chassis for other things like the SC-100, which we actually have in game. It's the same chassis, only they gave it a better dedicated purpose, a bigger gun. They realized the mistake and put a bigger engine in it, and it performs a lot better. But it was no longer a heavy tank, it was a tank destroyer. But still, the fact that they were able to find a use for that chassis after everything in the end is a good thing, I guess. Yeah, anyway, that was a propaganda piece for the Soviets for a very long time. No, you don't. I should go help the whole eye. Okay, not what I wanted to see. Okay, how am I gonna deal with you? It's French, I know that much. I would like to give a history lesson on the BT-7 as well, but I really don't have anything to say for it. Stay behind the car. Okay, well, this is bad. Well, I was hoping that he wasn't smart enough to realize that he can shoot through the car, but I guess he's smart enough to know he can just shoot right over it instead. So, no, air point, because this is going to take forever to get there. Ah, well, this is bad. But, yeah, anyway, so I've got a little bit of time now. As you can see, a lot of the main problems with this thing is obviously the hull. The hull has the most armor at the very front at only 30 millimeters, which is fine. That's going to stop machine gun rounds, which at the time when it was conceived, it's well, a lot of what the main threat was, other than small light vehicles, but rare to find them. It was more or less to help infantry. But, yeah. In-game, infantry isn't really a thing for ground battles. So, one of the main things that was used to fight against isn't really here. It's not a factor. Which, you know, could cause some issues. Like, a lot of issues. Like, making it not functionally useless, because it still definitely works.
The enemy controls most of the strategic
You are a problem. Okay. Get out of my sky. Away with you! Okay. Now that the threat has been, well, disassembled. Ground forces are still not doing so good. Now, this is going to be a very risky play. But I think I can probably get away with it. Just go ahead, pop off a lot of that. And then... oh, shit. Well, I was hoping to just touch it. That didn't work. You can do that with helicopters. Not really my ideal backup vehicle, but this is what I have. Now, as for the T-28s, these suffer from a huge problem. And it's this midsection right here, right below the turret. Great ease of access for the loader, because all the ammo's right there. But there's a much bigger problem. It's also the perfect spot to shoot it. As you may have noticed, there are two little machine gun turrets on this as well. So, similar idea carried over. But again, the main gun on this was meant for anti-infantry. It has the AP round, but it's mainly used for the high explosive. Yeah, this is a problem. Well, I got rid of this driver. Now there goes his track. Well, I'm surprised that worked. But yeah, that doesn't go to prove the point when I say this thing isn't very good. I mean it. It's not. Even from the front, damage is easily dealt. Because it also is unfortunately paper thin. However, this is the weakest T-28 that we have in game. Its mobility isn't bad. Its mobility is actually pretty good. Maybe not for low tier, but for general mobility, not terrible. Its armor, on the other hand, is more akin to that of an armored car. Although in its deployment, it was used as a medium, just like it is in game. Nope. Okay. Plane's a problem. Plane is a major problem. Got him. Yeah. Could have been better. Could have been worse. I mean, I still got 10 kills. I still took first place. That's a lot of achievements for not really trying and in fact just kind of messing around. Um, but yeah, the T-35, it had its place in time. It was great as a museum piece more than anything else. Yeah, whatever. So this one's spaded now. As I was saying, this one is the worst T-28 in the game that we have. The one immediately after that gets much better shells, like this one that goes to 66. It still has the high explosive. It also has the shrapnel, which at the time, this was a very lethal shell when it's created. But in game, this is the one everyone uses because this is the one that actually kills. Um, but yeah, as I said, the chassis of this was reused for the SU-100, which was... Where was the SU-100? It's in this list somewhere. Ah, right here. No, that's the 100P. That's the other one. Maybe I don't know what it is then, because I thought it was the SU-100. No, it's not that one. Oh, SU-100Y. Yeah. Okay, apparently it's not this one. So what was it reused for then? Because I know they reused that chassis. And it was used for... Well, in game, we don't have proper artillery cannons. But we do have tank destroyers. It wasn't any of those. It wasn't that. I have no idea where it is. I thought we had it in game, and I thought it was this one. Oh. Anyway. Yeah. T-35. It is possible for this thing to absolutely mow everything down. I even named this one here. 0 deaths, 13 kills. It is possible. It is entirely possible. But not guaranteed.